he was pro gun rights, just kind of like against everything, the DEI, affirmative action, everything that kind of represented that civil rights. He kind of just went against that. He kind of was a strong voice against that.
Don't forget that.
Everybody, really, like whatever was against white, like he kind of spoke up. And
So my question is,
he had different podcasts and stuff. He did the debates. I do enjoy those debates though. Like, and I like the fact when people are not afraid to kind of debate and speak their mind. So I don't see nothing wrong with that.
The only problem I have with the debates that everybody that he went up against was not of par when it comes to the debates.
Well, because he going to colleges and schools and stuff like that.
It don't matter if you come. It don't matter if you come.
It should be the selective few who went to him.
Well, he went on a few podcasts and
the thing is, when you listen to those, like it's like nobody really got time to talk and they cut the time short and stuff like that. But I would say this about the man, like, yeah, he had an opinion, like he kind of like went against almost everything and everybody. When you think of a conservative, it's like a deep, hard conservative. That's what he was. So he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. A lot of people. Not to mention, of course, we're going to notice everything that he said about the black community, right? So even besides that, he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. So when it comes to something like that, he had to wear a bulletproof vest.
Yeah, it didn't work yesterday.
When he did shit like that.
He didn't have one on that day, but
he did.
He had one on.
He had one on.
He did?
Shot in the throat, nigga. That shit ain't gonna help.
See,
I was watching a video and they was kind of looking. It was like it didn't look like it because
he had one on. But what they said, what was said was, I don't know if this is true, but what was said was it bounced off of the bulletproof vest and hit him in the neck.
No, that was a straight shot.
That's
going for your face. That person missed pretty much, but he got him in the neck. He didn't aim for it. But ain't nobody sniper aiming for a neck. Right. Aiming for the head.
So if you look at it, if you look at the situation, he was under the tent, and whoever it was, like, they had to kind of try to position as best as they could to get him where they got him.
Nah, I guess, man.
They got him though.
So aside from the death part, as far as
who he was,
what y'all know about him, even if you learn more about him after the fact, what is your opinion about him?
He was just misunderstanding. He was I'm not, because it was a life loss. So the thing is, the whole basis, it was a life loss because of somebody's opinion. Yeah. Now, because he had a platform, and he was a conservative, it looks a certain way or whatever, and you can kind of like not have empathy for it. But I'm like, just because of his opinion, it was a life loss.
I agree with you.
That was that. But on the other part, he was hard on black folks. He was hard on a lot of people. He was hard on, trans people. He was hard on a lot of stuff. Now, I'm not going to say I didn't hear nothing that he said that I didn't agree with, but it was a lot of stuff that I disagreed with because of him being a lot of conservative thoughts are the same, pretty much.
I was cool with some of the shit he said, but most of the shit that I didn't like when he talked about laws and holidays and shit. Yeah. That's the only thing I really didn't agree with him with, when it was like the laws and this law and that law about civil rights and shit like that. Right. I don't fuck with him when it came to that shit. But some of the stuff he made sense. Some of the stuff he just was race baiting pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Race baiting. That's exactly what it was.
And the thing is, it's like, white folks got these thoughts in their head all the time. Mm-hmm. And he the one that was able to, put it out there. That's why he had 5 million people following him. You ain't following somebody you don't agree with.
To have a platform, it was basically him and Donald Trump.
Yeah, but he was like the feelings for Donald Trump. That's a difference.
But that's what I'm saying.
Right. He's not like a politician type.
He's not a politician,
right? But he says the shit.
He said that everybody is feeling.
What all of them.
But he had a platform.
But it's a lot more than Ben Shapiro. It's a lot.
No. What I'm saying is he had a wide, because he would go to different colleges. Like, you got to, if you want to reach the masses, you got to start with the youngsters. The youngsters, exactly.
Yeah, that's how they that's how you train them over.
Exactly. Right. You got to start with the young lines.
What
especially the ones who lost.
How you feel about
I didn't know him like that. I ain't really follow him.
I didn't know him. I don't know him either.
We don't know.
But
him.
the point is,
yeah, but we seen.
No. Once he got killed, I just know that I learned who he was once he got killed or assassinated.
Well, I watched
but before that, I never paid attention. Like I seen some stuff of him, but all right, next.
I just don't like that I'm peeping a lot of shit about people, how they coming out about him, and I didn't know y'all liked them like that. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers was getting teary eyed and pissed me off. And
because
my favorite fucking podcast.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Rogan.
I
seen that nigga. He got blinky.
Right.
Hey, nigga. Nah, bro. Because he's not. But
because Rogan is like in the middle of shit.
He in the middle.
Yeah, but he.
But the thing is, everybody got fucked up friends. Nah,
Rogan is
he'll disagree at times, but you know if he's gonna side he gonna lean towards.
No, he doesn't lean towards a side. He leans towards his friends.
Exactly. Right. You don't know. That's the thing. You don't know.
But I know his friends in the group that he's.
But no, he ain't been on his show. I didn't know he fucked with cuz like that. Yeah. He didn't go on his show. He ain't never been around the nigga or none of that shit. But when I seen the nigga get blinky eyed, I was like, because you fucking care like that?
Because they know when the space they in.
Correct.
He not gonna go all the way.
Man, I'm just saying it was fucking wild. I didn't know that.
My thing
you can't though. To what you just said, you can't.
You can.
No, you can.
Some of them can,
but he's not gonna have the following that he has.
No.
And if you lean, he did.
What?
Charlie?
Yeah, he had a following.
No, but it was all the motherfuckers that.
But he still had a following.
Yeah, of course you're gonna have more of a following if you kind of steer in the middle a little bit.
Man,
my thing is this though, bro. I just
only got a percentage of white people. That's the thing. It's 212 of them motherfuckers. 212 million. He had 5 million followers.
Right.
So,
but
you got to think about the ones that ain't following.
And that's what I'm saying. And let's relook at today, since that, because a lot of people probably didn't know about him, and then know what I mean. So let's
relook.
Now
a martyr.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
The problem, bro.
Look at the followers now, that's gonna go that subscribe to what he was into and all that, and you could, it's probably double that now. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right. But
somebody gonna keep his legacy alive and shit.
That's what I'm saying. But my thing is this, bro. I feel like us as a people, as black people, for one, I'm gonna start there as black people, and then even going into, if you into politics, Democrats and stuff like that, or the supposedly left side or whatever like that. I feel like the reason why they don't respect us is because we soft as fuck. Like we soft as fuck.
No, we're not us.
But what I'm saying is we so compassionate, bro. I don't care who hates us or who comes out and speak about us and how they feel about it. They can do years of this shit. And if something happened, then that's the time. Well, we wanna. Let me finish.
He's speaking as far as liberals and Democrats and shit like that.
And that's what I'm saying. And they want to and anytime we don't have compassion, because as human beings, you can limit your compassion. You can limit your compassion. You can have because he didn't believe in sympathy, right, or empathy, as he said, right? As he said, he don't believe in that. He felt like people had to die. To some people, we gonna have to have deaths, because he believed in the Second Amendment and keeping the guns and all that. So he believed in that. So he died for what he believed in. Right. Hey, that's what you believed in. I would die for what I believe in. Right?
I believe in the Second Amendment too.
Okay, me too. But I'm not gonna die for.
But I ain't gonna die for nothing.
But he didn't die for that though.
He didn't die for that.
I'm not saying he died for it, but I'm just saying he spoke what the words that came out his mouth is people have to die for that. That's what he said. And you was just one of the ones that died for that. I'm not speaking that into existence. I believe in my rights and stuff too. I'm not saying that people have to die for those rights though. You know what I mean?
But the cool part about that is you are speaking that into existence when you go against a lot of people's beliefs.
But that's what I'm saying.
Like he held so many seminars and debates, and he was going against the world pretty much, is like, as far as his beliefs. So if he's standing on a Christian base. That's who he was. He's standing on a Christian base.
I don't see how you can do how you can mix though. How you can, because that was the base he stood on.
Yeah,
right?
But if you believe in gun rights, I get it. If you believe in gun rights, it's kind of hard.
You can't stand on that and then be divisive at the same time. Like,
but because he's saying what he's saying is he thinks
not gun rights. I'm talking about the Christian faith.
Just believe, because
you can do what you want to do.
This is why he did. This is why you can do that, because whatever he speaks, he believes he's speaking truth. That's why you can do that.
What I'm saying is though, all other things that he said is basically, I look at black people, and I'm every time I look at a black person, I'm automatically looking at are they qualified? Am I safe? Is this and that? If I look at a black pilot, I feel like am I safe and stuff like that. Right, just based off, just trying to convey your opinion off the whole affirmative action and all that shit. That's that's how you led with it. But well, look, this is what I'm just saying. Though.
The rhetoric to the black people is not what got him killed.
No. But this is what, because he went against the gays and that's who I mean, but what I'm saying is
government killed the motherfucker.
But what I'm saying is this though. What I'm saying is this: people want to outrage, and they're talking about. I don't have to. I can not have sympathy for you or empathy for you, right? Or I can pray for your family and stuff like that. Like, damn, that's fucked up. That don't mean I'm praising your death. But also, if you die, I don't have to have a feeling. Yes, I don't have to have a feeling at all. That don't mean I'm praising your death. That don't mean nothing. But you led a certain lifestyle. That's like if you got gang members that's out here leading a certain lifestyle, and you get killed, that you know what it come with. So if you get out here doing the same thing, I'm not saying that you should be shot for what you're saying, but you know that you ain't wearing a bulletproof vest for nothing. Mm-hmm. You know the energy that comes with this. So you know the life you taking is dangerous.
Hate gonna bring hate.
Right.
That's it. Then so you know asking that for somebody to come to your fucking door. You talking all that shit on the fucking internet. And then you talking all that shit in front of these people's faces, man. Some people don't know how to use words. Some people don't know how to use words, man. They fucking get boiled over and shit. Like, I gotta touch this motherfucker because he fucking with me. He ain't even talking to you. He just talking to the masses. But you feel personal because you can't get up the right words to say to this person.
He's not talking to you. He's not talking to you, but he's talking about you and your community that you represent.
Right.
So of course somebody gonna feel a certain way.
And he has 5 million people agreeing with him,
and then he just
that's the thing that hurts.
Referred to black women morons, and it's just some of the shit you see that he was saying. I was like, this ain't even called for. You can get off your opinion, and that's the thing. Even I even with all the shit he said, I ain't saying he deserved that.
Nobody deserved.
Yeah, nobody deserved that, especially for their opinion or whatever. But when
somebody beat him to death,
when you
I'm with.
But if you gonna die on the hill, bro, you got to know what comes with that. If
we can leave black people out of this. Whatever he said about black people,
not even just. I'm just speaking for my people.
I get it.
But I know what you're saying. He spread a lot. I mean, he spread a lot of hate, and he knew that. That's why
we ain't the ones who did it.
That's why you go around with a vest, bro, because you know that some people are going to feel away.
But the thing is, he ain't a threat to black people, man.
No,
he not at all. And the thing is, all he doing just spewing whatever the fuck he's spewing. He can't change no law. Mm-hmm. He can't get motherfuckers to vote a certain way. He can't do nothing. He can bounce around to these seminars, get paid, and spew hate on the internet.
But when you spew on that, though, he might not be a threat to black people, but you can breed that hate to somebody else that can be a threat.
So let me give you this.
We just said he going around these colleges.
The threat to his fucking self.
Right, but I'm saying it ain't like, but also, you don't think outside of that, what happened is going to breed other, it's just going to be a domino effect.
So let me tell you, no.
Every assassination is a domino.
Let me tell you this. The key word is debate. Everywhere he went was a debate. So the people who was debating against him know who they were going against.
Right.
So when you go to the college, it was a debate. I know who this person is. When you go to this, what's that channel, Jubilee? I know it's a debate.
He's not hated by the people that debated him. He hated by the people that's not going to go debate. So it's people that's watching him.
But that's my point. That's my point.
Walk to the debate to kill him.
That's my point, and that's his point.
He didn't want to talk.
The sway is not going to go the way he think it's going to go
because he was famous.
Right. That's the only thing.
He's not good at anything. He's just famous for talking back and forth with motherfuckers and saying his point and sticking to his shit. It's not like he says anything new. Each debate look the same as the last one. He just takes over what he said from that one, goes to the next one, and then he got clickbait, man. That's it.
If Charleston White get assassinated today,
give a fuck.
I mean, what I'm saying is leading with what he led with. Are we gonna be surprised and care?
The point
I'm not saying we're not gonna be like, damn, that's crazy. Feel sorry for his family, but he knew what the fuck he was doing.
But the point is, who did it?
I don't give a fuck.
You can say that, but the point is, who did it? Because he's spewing a lot of hate for a black man. He's spewing a lot of hatred toward the black community.
Towards everybody, though. He said
no. Yeah, cool, cool.
He said F him and his kids.
That's cool, but he's spilling a lot of hate towards the black community for whatever the community is doing. So it wouldn't be a surprise if it's somebody of the community that do it.
It don't even matter, like, because it don't even matter if it was a black guy or whoever killed him.
It do matter.
I'm saying
no. If it was Charles,
it do matter. I'm not saying it matter, but it could have been a trans person or whatever.
I ain't caring about
what
that.
I'm
but
saying,
if it was a black person.
Oh yeah, I'm saying
bro.
I ain't saying it don't matter to them.
Right, yeah.
I mean,
that's what I'm talking about.
Saying to me how I feel about.
Oh yeah,
how I feel about him as far as like that. I mean, when you lead with a certain thing, I'm not surprised or nothing. I don't. It could be a white person that killed Jordan White. I wouldn't be surprised. Right. I wouldn't be more mad that it was a white person that instead of a black person.
It would be a surprise. Not
to me, because the mother he said a lot of shit about them.
Yeah, but you don't care because it's always been against our. We talking about two people. When you saying him and Charles, we talking about people Charles and Charles, but
they both lead with
Charles
hate,
and Charles.
They lead hate towards the black community.
Charles. Excuse me, man. I
Charles is the black community hater and him, so that's why you saying you wouldn't care. But if they went and killed Dr. Umar or even motherfucking Hebrew Israelite nigga, somebody like that. Then it's another way around it, but we just talking about we not caring about two people that's been against our community,
right? Because if you pro your community, fine, exactly. But you can be pro your community and not hate and bash other people. I mean,
but if he died, you wouldn't be surprised because you wouldn't it wouldn't affect you or anything like that because he's against our community. That's the same way with him. Now, if it was another person, I can't think of anybody else besides Umar that's on the level where everybody fucking know. I mean, it's a lot of motherfuckers. It's Israelites, it's motherfucking Pharaoh people, you know what I'm saying? Comedic people, all
Muslims.
that shit. Muslims, you know what I'm saying? That's for us. But if it was a white person, if it was a black person that killed one of our activists, we would feel a certain way.
Right.
Yeah. You saying you wouldn't feel a certain way because it's Charleston White, and that's because he's against our community. Right. But if we had somebody that was with our community, that a white person or even a black person
so you comparing that to if a black person killed him?
I'm saying you wouldn't care if they was care if they was black or white that killed him or Charles.
I'm saying it wouldn't matter because
exactly, but they're both against our community. Hate. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah. But the motherfucking Israelites and the motherfucking Muslims and shit, they talk about hate too.
Exactly.
So I mean, that's what I'm saying. You got to know what comes with that. I mean, you can be pro, like even like say Farrakhan, right? But Farrakhan is pro us. I mean, he don't really just go out there just spewing hate like that. And I mean, they like to try to try to say he does,
but
he
does if it gets to a conversation about it.
Yeah, but he giving his opinion. Well, it's still pro. It's more so pro. Well, I ain't gonna even get into that because that's no conversation. But I'm just saying, say somebody like Tariq Nasheed. I mean, something like that. He's. You know, but I'm just saying,
I got you.
That he's so pro us that it can come across, you know, against them. But it's just he's just telling y'all who's the real, you know what I mean, Jews and all that and stuff like that. Or you know, but I'm just saying, if something happened to him, I was still like, okay, but he's not going around hating nobody though. Right. He's just preaching what he feels like.
Exactly. But the thing is, whoever the killer is, you'll feel a certain way about it. Like he shouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? Like you'll be mad.
Because that's what I'm saying. Whatever energy you give out, bro, that's the energy you're gonna give. It's gonna be reciprocated. It's like sometimes, most of the time. Right. I mean, it's going not all the time because you can be giving out positive energy. Right. But I'm just saying, if you giving out negative, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get some kind of negative back. You know what I mean?
You could.
Yeah.
No, I don't agree. I agree with that to a certain extent, though. When it's negative, I mean, when it's positive, people don't want to hear positivity.
But my thing is this: if somebody is living
a life like that,
talk
positive, because you act positive.
Because he like this talk about gang culture and all that and stuff like that. And
who is that?
Black on black crime. This guy,
Kirk?
Charlie Kirk.
Watching that feet.
He like to talk about that, but it's just like you leading with a certain hate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you walking with a certain hate, so it's like if that basically that was white on white crime. I mean,
it's pretty much was white on white crime. And he 30, man. He a kid. He don't know nothing.
You know what really got me?
He really don't know anything. You know what I'm saying? So he thinking it's all internet sweet shit, and he don't know it's real out here like that. No. And he found out the hard way because you spewing all that heat and that hate. Oh, I'm gonna get good clicks and my followers is up and I'm getting paid to show up to motherfuckers and just talk shit. You don't understand the consequences of that.
But no. The funny part about it to me is where he got killed in Utah because Utah is full of Mormons.
Uh-huh.
And they have a whole different outlook.
They don't fuck with him, but they white enough.
No, that's what I'm saying. The majority of Mormons agree with him.
To a certain extent.
Well, I mean, people can travel to get.
No. I'm just saying that was because the only reason I said that because my little brother used to stay in Utah, and all the stuff he used to tell us about Mormons and everybody, just like even the Samoans, they live a whole lot of them live in Utah just because of the way of life.
Yeah,
and the way of life is assassination, and the old boy lived out in Utah, but it's just how it came across in Utah.
That just happened to be the state, unfortunately for his demise. Is people can travel. They follow.
No, this person didn't travel.
They dad. I see.
Oh yeah.
His dad turned him in.
His dad turned him in. Yeah.
So this the picture up, and they said his alleged killer has been identified as 22-year-old Tyler Robinson. He went and confessed to his dad. He told him what he did or whatever like that. But this is supposedly a Republican that's a Trump supporter. Dressed up as Trump and stuff like that. So it's kind of. Essentially, even the things that he wrote on the casings and stuff like that is kind of odd because it seemed like he was supporting them, but then he kind of like, I don't know what happened and what was the change. I don't know if he mentally wrong with the guy or whatever. But
no,
22 years old. You see, he was walking with the gun. That's why he was limping. He was walking with the gun. That's what it looked like. He was walking.
I done seen homies do that shit.
With it in his pants.
Put the shotgun in
their legs.
Yeah. We all seen that shit.
Why this nigga limping?
Your leg hurt?
Got that long.
Never mind.
But that was that he got. I'm not saying I'm not wishing death on nobody. I'm not praising. I don't feel like anybody should be killed for giving their opinion. I think debates is good. I think you should be able to argue your points and stuff like that. But you got to understand the energy you put out is going to breed a certain kind of energy back. A lot of times. So if you lead whatever you do in life, it could be anything outside of politics. It could be if you in the gang and you going around, if you're a gang member, you going around pressing niggas, eventually that energy is gonna come back. If you going around being a bully, eventually you're gonna meet somebody that's tougher than you. You know what I mean? If you walk, if you gotta carry a gun everywhere you go, eventually you're gonna bring a certain kind of energy that somebody might have. You know what I mean? So it's just.
And he was unapologetic. You know what I'm saying? Like he stood what he believed. He stood what he believed on, and I guess he thought that the whole Christian base was going to kind of like lightweight, hold him down or keep him out of danger. But if you walking around and you go into these debates and you have a bulletproof vest on, what you're saying is not cool.
I would think after the Trump stuff.
Nah, he getting threats. That's all.
I would think, but I would think after the Trump stuff.
So he's taking the threat seriously because he has on the vest.
Oh, he has security and all that. But why wouldn't they have a helicopter circling around seeing?
He don't make that much.
I'm saying, you could get a helicopter. I know he make enough to get a helicopter. Bro, we got on a helicopter ride. Like you,
don't man. We got in a helicopter with two cats.
I'm sure he going on a tour,
bro.
No
fucking
he going on a
special
tour. I'm
ops
sure
where they can be like, I can know a threat when I see it.
It's not even.
Should nobody be on the roof with a gun?
But you got to get to the roof though. That's the problem. You got to get to the roof.
Trump though. I'm saying this is a thing now.
You got to get to the roof.
Yeah.
Right. The security for the president,
bro.
For the president of the United States, if you got to the roof,
that nigga was next door with the president.
That's my point, bro. That's my point.
You think if he really got almost assassinated, he wouldn't stop talking about the shit? He don't even he forget his damn self. Oh yeah, they did try to kill me. Get the fuck out of here, man.
What year was
it? You can see it a little bit if you just look real close. Right. Oh no, I got a good surgeon. Man, ain't nobody shot his fucking ass. That big ass orange head. You ain't gonna miss that motherfucker.
They calling the man a politician. He wasn't a politician.
Right.
What they trying to do? Statues, lower the flag halfway, like what?
Medal of Honor,
right? Like
for talking shit.
Yeah, that's great.
Dick Gregory should get one first. Nigga, where Paul Mooney shit? Right? You talking about talking shit about race?
I was kind of pissed off. Did y'all see Stephen A? Did you see his? I was kind of pissed off.
That's what I mean about the softness of us, though.
What you say?
He's just basically. It's just basically going against people, like acting as if people is praising it and stuff like that. It's like, I don't care what he did. I'm a man. God. Okay, true.
No, you should say, I don't care what it is. Some kids got killed hours later.
Why wouldn't nobody has mentioned that?
Literally hours later, a school got shot up again.
Yeah. Nobody has talked about that. It hasn't really. No politicians.
President didn't say shit.
Trump didn't say shit about that.
You doing the flag this way
for
or
somebody
whatever
that wasn't
for somebody
nobody,
that wasn't even a politician, just somebody
that nigga got a
was,
ride in Air Force too.
Dude, they gave him a fucking military walk.
Kids
Listen,
didn't have
man.
kids ain't did nothing, was innocent, didn't talk, didn't have an opinion about nothing.
There's so
and they
much
got
shit that's
killed.
going on. What is this? I can't count how many mass shootings has been so far
This year?
Shit,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
over
saying.
300.
So but that's what I'm saying. It's like this is what hits the news. I get it. You know what I'm saying? He was a big figure a little bit, but now you know halving the flag and all this shit
because he was pro-Trump and Trump doing all this
exactly
shit.
because he was pro-Trump.
That nigga's
I don't even think he was
goldfish,
that
bro.
big of a figure. I think now he gonna be.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
He was a big enough figure for just the fact that, like he said, he was pro-Trump.
well, anybody Trump. If you say shout out
Not
Trump,
anybody.
Trump's gonna retweet you.
Nah,
Nah, bro.
Shout out
anybody.
One Thing Fasho for Trump.
Not anybody.
I'm just saying, but you know how he get a rapper
Trump
to do
is
it.
really,
and
he's really a goldfish, man.
Yeah.
See,
He
that's
only
the thing.
hold on to something when it's right there in his face,
Right.
and then like he'll carry it on and then say shit for 2 days, and then that shit's
gone.
over.
Yeah.
He done forgot.
Yeah.
He off to the next thing.